Hey everyone, Alex here. Today I'm going to break down this Stonewall build. The main idea is being able to guard whatever attack comes your way, if you are facing the attack of course, and this is exactly how you do it. Diablo's armor setup has the attack base skills we need, because it already has level 5 in guard, offensive guard 3, stamina surge 2, and the only positive resistance it has is fire plus 18. Now we need decorations to fill the defense holes. Guard is going to help us with 80% of the general attacks. However, there are multiple unblockable attacks like Narwa Purple Laser, Rajang Laser, Kesu Spark, and Ragna's Fire Blast, just to name a few. To make those attacks blockable, we need Guard Up 3, so we can guard those attacks and reduce 80% of the damage. Defense Boost is also required, as it will increase our defense up to 426, plus 5 elemental resistance across the board. The only issue will be ice attacks, but due to the high defense, even if you don't guard the attack, it will not kill you. Now, of course, we cannot kill a monster just by protecting ourselves, and that is where Counter-Strike, Offensive Guard, and in this particular case, Poison Attack will come in handy. I like to use the datura spear because you will be working as a poison barb, sticking all the time to the monster. In other words, 60% of the time, the monster will be poisoned. Counter-Strike is going to help us adding some extra damage, as sometimes you end up flying while going nuts on the monster. And last but not least, Offensive Guard is going to increase 15% our attack. Of course, as we are using the lance in this case, this is a skill that is going to be active multiple times throughout the hunt. We're going to need a talisman that basically brings the damage for us. In this case, this Tempest Talisman naturally has level 2 in poison attack. Using a decoration, we have plus 3. Summarizing the decorations, we need 6 defense, 3 guard up, 1 counter strike, and 1 elemental. And the talisman with 2 slots. So in this case our attack will be around 210 most of the time, plus 37 in poison. The icing on the cake will be a healing palico, as taking out the lance is quite slow. However, with a healing palico our HP will be up most of the time, and we also are going to have ailments on control, as the palico can cure everything. For movement purposes, I recommend the Spiral Thrust and Dash Attack. Those two skills will be the main way to move, and a Spiral Thrust deals a lot of damage. It is also possible to change Dash Attack for Shield Charge, but it is a bit limited in its movement, so I prefer Dash Attack. Once it is all together, you are basically a tank that will be inflicting poison to whatever comes in your way. And there is no better example than Rajang. As you can see, this build is able to guard every single move Rajang has. So even if you play really carefully, you can still defeat Furious Rajang. With this build, that task would be a walk in the park. Here is the evidence. I believe I am an average player, so a time of 14 minutes for my second attempt fighting Rajang is decent. There are still holes in the defense. For example, it is not possible to guard moves like this. So I end up stunned. However, that kind of moves are like 1% of the enemy attacks. Therefore, they don't really matter. That is how you make a tank able to guard over 90% of the frontal attacks. Because yeah, the back is going to be the only issue. However, due to the high defense, there should be no problem. There is room to improve the build, however, I will be checking that as DLCs come. I am confident that with this build there should be no problem with basically any monster out there, due to the range of attacks it is able to guard.